is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down and 3.
20.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. Open man, the tight end Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Cam's throw into the hands of Henry here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 50, check 50. Jim,
now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On play action, Allen going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Newton now to throw. He'll swing this out to Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
He's brought down by Micah Hyde. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
20.
And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Again, it's Hunt. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big gain there for the Bills. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They run here with Singletary. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Newton now to throw. They'll run the screen with Moss. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at
because
all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. A final shot before half for Allen. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Tavon Young in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Newton on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Stevens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Throwing is Newton. And that's caught inside the 35. And a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Down at the 31. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there for the Patriots.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll look to run with Moss. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Zach Moss, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. They'll try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Singletary takes this to the 45. Broken tackle, bought him a little extra space. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots' 45-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Barmore. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. And incomplete on a deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. They'll run on first down. Moss. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
20. You got block, man. You got block. Hey! Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn it. Check 3. Rush in. Great.
Here's Newton. Checks that one down complete to Moss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. The 12-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Allen will try to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On first down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they can't bring him down. Still fighting for more. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is Hunt. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for the home team here, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on